Chaos at the hipster bar. Cultures collide. Doug, Lorne, Nerlin, Smitty and Quint found themselves outside the Velvet Turntable, a trendy hipster bar known for its artisanal cocktails, obscure indie rock acts, and patrons who looked like they raided a thrift store in the dark. Doug had heard there was a gristle-themed food truck parked nearby, and curiosity got the better of him. "I'm fixin' to make this place regret they ever opened," Smitty said, adjusting his denim jacket as they approached the entrance. The stench of his cologne and Quint's pooped pants aura was already causing passers-by to give them a wide berth. Inside, the atmosphere was dimly lit, with string lights and mismatched furniture. A local band called the Velvet Beatles was softly playing melancholic songs about existential despair. The patrons were sipping drinks with ironic names like Beet Juice IPA and Whiskey Cucumber Fizz. The clashing begins. The group immediately stood out like sore thumbs. Doug loudly declared, "Is this a bar or a funeral home? Someone crank up some Molly Hatchet!" Smitty, never one to miss an opportunity to antagonize, leaned against the bar and said to a man in a vintage blazer, "I'm fixin' to turn your skinny jeans into denim overalls, son. Ain't no real man wears pants that tight." Meanwhile, Quint had taken over an entire booth, ordering plate after plate of the bar's organic sliders and complaining loudly. "This ain't food. I could make better gristle burgers in my sleep. And who the hell charges $10 for a pickle on a stick?" Nerlin, trying to blend in, ordered a vegan kale mojito and sat nervously at the edge of the bar, desperately avoiding eye contact with anyone. The hipsters pushed back. The hipster patrons didn't take kindly to the intrusion. One particularly bold man wearing a scarf in July approached Quint. "Excuse me, sir, but could you maybe tone it down? Some of us are trying to enjoy the music." Quint leaned back, a smear of grease on his chest, and sneered. "You trying to square up, Mick Jagger Jr.? Let me tell you, I could take you down like Bam Bam Bigelow in his prime." Nearby, Doug was arguing with a bartender about the drink menu. "What the hell is a lavender honey spritzer? You got any Budweiser, or is this place just a joke?" The bartender, unimpressed, replied, "We don't carry macro beers here. Maybe try broadening your palate." Doug scoffed. "My palate's broad enough to appreciate a deep-fried gristle smoothie, so don't start with me, pal." Smitty stirs the pot. Smitty, meanwhile, had taken the stage. "I'm fixin' to show you hipsters what real music sounds like," he yelled, grabbing the microphone. The Velvet Beatles froze as Smitty launched into a warbling, off-key rendition of Flirting with Disaster. The hipsters booed, but Smitty just grinned. "Y'all wouldn't know real music if it slapped you upside the head." Doug cheered from the crowd, "You tell 'em, Smitty!" while Quint used the distraction to pocket a handful of fancy coasters and a half-eaten cheese board. The inevitable chaos. As the band tried to wrestle the microphone away from Smitty, Quint picked an argument with a group of vegan activists who were protesting the bar's use of honey. "You ever try gristle-glazed honey ribs? Didn't think so." "Bunch of amateurs," he growled, bits of slider bun flying from his mouth. One of the activists dumped a drink on Quint, sparking an all-out melee. Chairs were overturned, drinks spilled, and Smitty, still holding the microphone, yelled, "I'm fixin' to take this whole place down," before tripping over a speaker and landing in the drummer's kit. Doug and Lorne were laughing hysterically as Nerlin tried to apologize to everyone. "I swear, we don't usually take them out in public." The aftermath. The group was eventually kicked out by a very angry bouncer who promised, "If I ever see any of you again, it's over." Outside, Doug lit a cigar and grinned. "Well, that was fun. Same time next week?" Quint, holding a pilfered bottle of artisanal hot sauce, nodded. "Next time, let's hit a place with real food." Smitty adjusted his jacket, brushing glitter off his shoulders. "I'm fixin' to make sure that next time I bring my own band." Nerlin, still shaking, whispered, "I'm never going anywhere with you people again." But deep down, even he knew it was a lie.